Hey guys, does your clutch pedal in your IS300 do this? If it sounds like that, you've come to the right video. Because today on Poor Man Mods, we're going to try to fix it. At least, we're going to try. I bought new bushings from Toyota to replace the bushings in the clutch pedal. Hoping that's going to fix the problem because greasing it didn't fix it. So, we're going to rip this clutch pedal assembly out and put the new bushings in and pray to God that we can get that to stop. I mean, this car does have 230,000 miles, so this clutch pedal has been pressed, I'd guess, at least 500,000 times, probably more. So I can imagine that the bushings are worn. Oh, it's so annoying. Let's fix it. To get better access to the clutch pedal, we're going to remove the panel underneath the steering wheel. There's like 3 screws that hold it on. Then you need to pop out the cable for the hood latch and pop out the OBD2 connector. And then also we're going to remove this kick panel too that's got one plastic nut securing it. Not too hard, really just pops down. You will have to lift up this a little bit, this panel, to pop out this clip. So yeah, we're gonna get that out, and this should give us a lot more room to work with the pedal. To remove the OBD2 port, push on the tabs on the side, and it will just push right out. And then we'll unclip that, and it'll come right out. There's a pin that secures the clutch master cylinder to the pedal. You will need to remove the clevis pin, or cotter pin, that secures that pin, and then you can pull it out of the fork. And then I think it's 2 or 3 nuts that hold the pedal assembly in place. You see right there 2 of the nuts that hold the pedal in place. I have my 12mm socket on 2 wobble extensions for the lower nut, and then I'll try to get the upper one. And I'm trying to do all this without laying in here on my back, because that's just not good for you. So right now I'm just sitting next to the car. This job should be possible without laying on your back. Alright, I removed both nuts that secure the pedal. It should come out now. I think there's a couple connectors that might be holding it up, and we will disconnect them when I see that they're being hung up. Oh, wait, oh, no, there might be one up top, because that felt pretty sturdy. There is a 3rd bolt, kind of above the headlamp control module. It's on the very top of the pedal assembly. That should be all that holds it in. That 1 bolt and 2 nuts. Hopefully. Alright, let's see if it comes out. I'm sure this is going to be oodles and fucking noodles of fun. Yeah, so it's loose. I'm going to pull it out off camera. So the pedal assembly is hitting these 2 control modules. So we're going to take the bolt out. That secures them. And hopefully, by removing them, the pedal assembly can come out. So I'm going to be doing 2 different bushings. I'm going to be doing 1 of this part number and 3 of this part number. I believe that's all that we will need. You can get these online or at your dealership. My girlfriend was lovely enough to pick these up for me at my dealership and see if we can replace them. We will be replacing the 2 bushings on the upper pivot arm, 14mm nut and bolt. Hold it on. Yeah. Oh yeah, that might have been the problem. That bushing was pretty much gone. So it's causing metal on metal contact. That's what 500,000 or more clutch presses will do. Nice. So we do have 2 new ones for that. Probably should have got a new pin. You can see all the wear right there. Hopefully that's what our problem was. Yep, just like that. And we'll lube this up with some grease. So there's a lot of rust in here, so yeah, I'm gonna try to clean it out. Probably gonna be impossible to show you on the camera, but there is wear in there from that pin. I will lube it all up. Yeah, that should be a lot better. We'll get that back in there and reinstall the bolt. Now I'm pretty convinced that's what our squeak was, but I'm going to go ahead and do all the bushings that I do have for this. The next bushing we're going to replace is this bushing here. This is for the master cylinder itself. This is the smaller bushing, the one I only have 1 of, and that's this part number. This one seemed okay. And she's in. I'll lube it up a smidge. This one shouldn't really need much lubrication. The last one we have to do is behind this spring. So we gotta take the C-clip off, pop off all this, and there should be a bushing in there. Here she is. This one seemed okay. We will grease it up good and install our new one. Alright, now we just have to put the spring back on, which popped off for me. I actually didn't remove it, but that should be quite fun to do. Everything's installed. We greased up everything that we could, all the moving parts, greased up this bushing. I didn't replace this one though, but I did grease it up, greased everything. Now it can go back in the car. I'm not going to show you how to do that because it sucks. It's just the same way that you removed it. So we're going to get this back in the car and hopefully our squeak is gone. Alright guys, the squeak is gone. I'm pushing the pedal super slow like I was before, and all you can hear is the spring. It's gone, so that fixed it. I will say reinstalling the clutch pedal was incredibly difficult. You kind of really had to contort your arm to get it in there. Installing the pin for the fork on the master cylinder, very difficult. I had to have my girlfriend push on the master cylinder towards the car so I could get the nuts on. Without her there, the pedal would push the master cylinder forward and you couldn't get the nuts on. So you might need a friend. You'll certainly need a friend to do this. And if you're smaller, or if you have a smaller friend, it'll be easier for you because, like I said, getting that pin in the fork, incredibly difficult. I couldn't film it, but a trick that I was able to do, the fork wanted to fall down. So you try to get the pin in and the fork would fall down. I took a small magnet and placed it on the clutch pedal itself, and that held the fork in place so I could get the pin in. Other than that, installing the pedal was straightforward. It's just really hard getting that pin in and the two nuts on the master cylinder because it'll push out. Other than that, super simple. And the squeak is now gone. No amount of lubing would have fixed that at all because the bushing was way up on the very top of the pedal, surrounded by steel. So even if you sprayed the whole thing with lube, lithium grease or whatever, that squeak was not going to go away. So you're going to have to replace these bushings if you have a squeak like I had. So I hope this video helped you out. Hope you enjoyed it. You probably didn't enjoy it, but maybe you learned something. And yeah, make sure you subscribe. And Lars, you're welcome. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace.